During a recent interview with the Right Side Broadcasting Network, whatever that is, MyPillow CEO Mike Lindell begged House Speaker Nancy Pelosi to let him come and talk to the January 6th committee. Now, it's unclear really why Lindell feels that he is necessary, why his testimony, of course, would be necessary, but this is what he had to say. I'm going to tell you that fake January 6th charade that's going on, shame on them. Pelosi, you hear me? I want to go there. Why don't you get me there? I'd love to come. Okay, but then he continued. The FBI, after January 6th, did a 6-month investigation. On June 26, 2021, the FBI came out with their 6-month report. After intense investigation, we have concluded that there was no collusion between Donald Trump or any of his supporters involving January 6th. That should have been it. That should have been it. It should have been it. But Mike, unfortunately, that actually didn't happen. Like that whole thing you just talked about is 100% made up. The FBI never came out and issued any such statement. It simply does not exist. Oh, and by the way, speaking of things that don't exist, how's it coming with all of your voter fraud stuff? Because on Sunday of this week, you announced that on Monday, 2 days ago, you were going to be contacting, in your own words, every single journalist in America. Every one of them. That's tens of thousands, maybe even hundreds of thousands of people that you were supposed to call on Monday based on what you said. And you were going to tell them all of this wonderful voter fraud information that you had somehow uncovered. But here we are 2 days after those phone calls were supposed to be made, and we got nothing. Now, I understand it's probably a little difficult for you to make phone calls right now because, as we all know, you don't have your phone, right? That's in the property bin of the FBI at the moment. So I'll forgive you for this one, for not being able to call every reporter in America because, again, you don't have your cell phone because it's part of a federal investigation. Now, I'm sure Mike Lindell thinks that if he were to go and testify in front of the January 6th committee, he would be able to lay out all of his voter fraud claims and convince the country of all these things that we all know aren't actually true. But why are you begging to go there? Like, you didn't even want to cooperate with them to give them your cell phone information, right? You sued to stop your cell phone carrier from releasing your records. But now you're begging to be able to go and testify in front of the committee. Here's what I say. I say, Nancy Pelosi, take him up on the offer. Like 100%, I want to see Mike Lindell on primetime TV testifying in front of the January 6th committee, showing the entire country how absurd his election lies are. You might actually change some people's minds with this. All right, we've got polls right now showing us that a vast majority of Republicans, or a vast number of Republicans, not majority, but close to it, are already ready to blame voter fraud if their Republican candidates lose this term. So how about you put this guy making the biggest, loudest claims out there on national TV to show the entire country how stupid and ridiculous these claims are? Honestly, you'd be doing America a great public service by putting Mike Lindell in front of that January 6th committee. Thanks for watching, and if you like what you saw, don't forget to like, comment, share, and most importantly, subscribe to our Ring of Fire channel here.